Hi, I'm Ryan, a product specialist here at DeltaNet International. Today, I'm going to show you how to add image click and reveals to a course in Adapt. There are two different types of image click and reveals. These are called flip cards and hot grids. Flip cards are images that you click on and it flips the image over to reveal text on the other side. A hot grid is a set of images. You click on an image and it reveals a pop-up with your text in. You can close this by selecting the Close button. We are going to build a flip card component first. When you log into Adapt, you'll be taken to your dashboard. Any existing courses you have created will appear here. Double-click on the course you want to add the component to. This will take you to the course builder. Double-click on the required page. We want to add the component into a separate block below the existing content. We'll do this by selecting Add Block, then select Add Component. A list will appear on the right of the screen. You can scroll down to search for the component you require, or type it in the search box at the top. You will see the option for Flipkart Audio. This is the component that we want. Even if you don't have audio to add to your course, this component is updated regularly, and still can be used without audio. You can add the component to the left, right, or full. We are going to add this full width across. You can see the component has been added to the block. We still need to set up the component. Let's do this now. Double-click on the component. We want to include a title that will be visible for the learner. For us to do this, we need to select the broken link icon. Now we can edit the text. Then add your body text. This text will appear above the images. Select Properties from the menu to the left. You will get the option to put in some instruction text. This text will appear in bold. Type in your instruction text. There are two types of flip type. This controls the way the cards flip. All flip means that when you click on a card, then click on another one, it flips the first card back for you. Single flip means that when you click on another image, the flipped card stays flipped, and you can still see the text on the other cards. We are going to pick single flip. Next, we will look at number in row. The number in here will tell Adapt the maximum number of images to put across the screen. So, for example, it is currently set at 2. If we were to add 6 flip cards, then it will display 3 rows of 2 images. We are going to leave this set as 2. Select Add to add your first flip card. A side menu will appear. First, we need to select the image we are using. Select an asset. If your image has already been uploaded to the asset library, you can search for it here. If you are adding an image to the asset library, simply select Upload New Asset in the top left and select the image from File Explorer. We already have our asset in the library, so we will select it from here. Then select Done. You will see your image has been added. Now we need to add the text that will appear on the other side of the image. Flip cards are intended for smaller amounts of text because of the size of the images. Because of this, we won't be adding any titles. Of course, if you still wanted to add a title, you have the option. Enter your body text. There are also options for reduced text. This is if you want to have a reduced text option in your course. We don't have that in our course, so we will leave those blank. When you are finished, scroll to the bottom and select OK. You will see that your first flip card has been added. To add more, select the Add button again and repeat the steps. Now we've added all of our flip cards, we can select Save. Now we are going to add a hot grid. Scroll down to the bottom. We will need to add another block. Select Add Block, then select Add Component. Scroll down to find the hot grid, or type it in the search bar. For ease, we will search for the word grid. The component we want to use is the hot grid audio. Again, if you don't have audio, this component is updated regularly and can be used without audio. Again, you can add this component to the left, right, or full width. Now that component has been added, double-click on it. If you want to add a display title, select the broken link and change the title in the text box. Then add your introductory text. This is the text that will appear before your images. Once you finish that, select Properties. Type in your instruction text. The columns box works in the same way as the row box in the Flipkart component. It is currently set to 3, so if you were to add 6 images, you would have 3 images across the screen with 3 images underneath it. We are only adding 2 images, so we don't need to change this. Item pagination means that if there are multiple click and reveal images to click on, it will add a forward arrow in the pop-up window, so you can navigate through the pop-ups, rather than having to close and open the pop-ups for each image. Now we've set up the hot grid, we need to add our click and reveals. Select Add, then type in your title. This will appear in the pop-up area. Again, you have the option to add reduced text, but as we won't be using it, we will leave this blank. Type in your body text. Scroll down until you see Button Graphic. This is the image that you will have to click on to reveal the pop-up window. Select an asset under SRC. Find your image in the asset library. Remember, if you need to add your image into the library, you can do this by selecting Upload New Asset in the top left and finding your image in File Explorer. Once you've selected your image, select Done. You'll see there are 2 other image options. These are optional. The hover changes the image if you hover your mouse over it. So, for example, you could have the same image but with a thick border around it. Visited is the image it is replaced with once the image has been clicked on. An example of this is to use the same image but black and white. Now scroll down until you see Pop-up Graphic. This gives you the option of adding an image in the pop-up along with the text. We are going to add an image in this. Select an asset. Find your image in your asset library and select Done. Now we've added everything we need to. Select OK. You will see your first item has been added. We're going to add one more. Select Add. Now repeat the steps. Now we've added everything we need to. Select OK. Now we've added all of our click and reveals. We're going to select Save. Let's have a look at what they look like. Here is our Flipkart component. And here is the hot grid. And that is how to add the Flipkart and the hot grid components.